the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
And not like this. In the real world, people die.
Logan.
I don't want to talk about it.
Logan. Just stop. Be careful. I need the girl.
What girl?
Go get her.
No. No. No.
Holy fuck.
And we're down we go, we're down we go.
She's like you. Very much like you.
So we're down we go.
I am not whatever it is you think I am.
We're down.
She needs our help.
Someone will come along.
Someone has come along. This is what life looks like. People who love each other. A home. You should take a moment. Feel it. You still have time. Two days on the road, only one meal and hardly any sleep. She's 11, I'm fucking 90.
Let's keep going with this.
Wonder it's so expensive. There's probably a better video to explain what Adrenachrome.
Adrenachrome.
Oh my god, these fucking videos, man, with the robot voices. This possibly is their version of Adrenachrome, but if you research Adrenachrome, there's some pretty evil stuff involving child sacrifice. Yes, it's true, it's blood of kids. How's this even true? How the hell does this happen? Effing unbelievable. You think they're harvesting blood from scared kids? Holy shit, you must go through a lot of tin foil. I wish it was all a bunch of crap, but I don't believe it is. Damn, that's how they make this stuff? Well, no wonder it's so expensive. Oh yeah, so here's some Adrenachrome. And I'm going to show you why I like this stuff so much. Oh, it's hitting. Oh my god. I can feel every cell in my body.
I can't stand her.
Witness how I leave this comment.
Bounced on my boy's dick to this. Thank you for the robot voice medical video, you stupid bitch. Can you make a video on how to extract my mom's pepper grinder from my asshole before she gets home from work? It's not like I can hide it, because when I walk around, it creates a trail of pepper on the ground, and she's gonna send me back to the foster home if she finds out! Laudate Dominus! Laudate Dominus!
And post. Okay, you guys found out about the Adrenachrome. That's our bad for not telling you, but me and these other Hollywood elites have been doing this shit for decades. It keeps you young, keeps you healthy. I'm 80 years old, did you know that? And it gives you superhuman abilities above the mere mortal man. And we just assumed that if we told you people about it, that you'd fuck it up, but I guess the cat's already out of the bag now, thanks to Twitter.
Plastic surgery or Adrenachrome? I also noticed the sponsor Pepsi, which supposedly contains human babies.
Look crazy.
Oh, well, I gotta reply to that. Bam.
Only you can see this Twitter response. Cease your investigations immediately, you nosy fool. Or we will be forced to send you to the cloning centers for rehabilitation.
I love him.
Let us drink our baby brains.
And tweet. Here's one from Zeta Talk. The effects of Adrenachrome withdrawal. Hashtag Adrenachrome withdrawal. Hashtag Ellen DeGeneres. Oh man, I don't know if that's
See, I think a lot of this, it could be Adrenachrome, most likely, but A lot of this be makeup too, man. When them people take that fucking makeup off and all that shit, man, they be looking real regular.
Adrenachrome withdrawal. I'm pretty sure that's just what you look like when you find out your executive producer has a button in his desk that closes his office door behind you.
Zeta Talk, cease your investigations immediately. We've replaced Obama with a reptile. What do you think we can do to you? We put cameras all through your home, Zeta Talk. We're watching you right now. Ooh, I like Adrenachrome so much. I like to put a little champagne in mine, like a mimosa. We're watching you.
That's pretty good. Tweet and send.
Alice, White Rabbit, Walnut Sauce are all names for Adrenachrome. Follow the White Rabbit.
Oh, cool, man. That's a really cool tweet. I'm glad that you tweeted.
Hey! What the hell? You can't tweet out all of our code words. We're the Shadow Masters. Now we gotta come up with all new code words. You got rid of White Rabbit for us? Come on, you're an asshole, dude. Cease your investigations, or I'm gonna come over there and eat your toes.
And pow!
Ah, shit, I'm all out of Adrenachrome. Well, better go re-up. Why don't we hear a quick word from today's sponsor? It's
NordVPN.com/bigmoney.
That's right, NordVPN.com/bigmoney, you unprotected son of a bitch. This is your final chance to snag 70% off a 3-year subscription with coupon code BIGMONEY. Plus 1 month free. When I'm not selling pills on my offshoot merch website, I'm encrypting my online traffic and hide my IP address with NordVPN's thousands of servers in 59 different countries. Don't let your ISP collect and sell your data whenever the hell they want. Turn on NordVPN.com/bigmoney and connect from whatever country you want. Just look at this dipshit. He didn't know where the fuck I am. I use this shit with a new browser every time I create a new Facebook account with some ridiculous name like Reginald Titslam. They don't let me do this shit anymore with my real IP address, and now I can finally join the Facebook group I always wanted to. It's called Whoa Now There's Some Titties. Plus side, nobody's ever gonna find out thanks to NordVPN.com/bigmoney. Once again, this is your last goddamn chance for 70% off a 3-year subscription. Thank you, NordVPN.
I'm mad he just hit me with his little fucking infomercial. I'm just sitting here watching it.
For sponsoring this lesson.
oh shit, that was an enemy?
I knew that look.
Injected into children.
Hey yo.
Houses digging for the truth.
Wait, how many parts? God damn, it's 10 parts long. Alright, well, I guess I gotta watch the whole thing.
Let's start with the recent forest fires, for instance in California. Did you know that these fires forgot to burn trees? That they were capable of cutting through houses? That they burn trees from the inside out? And how about this one? We live in a world where mercury is considered highly toxic, but not when we inject it into children.
I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Hey yo. Is it even still talking about Adrenachrome? Hold up. They went off the fucking rails. What the fuck?
Are you aware of the fact that children cartoons contain subliminal messages of sex and violence? Why?
What the fuck does any of this have to do with Adrenachrome? Alright,
For
hang
real.
on 1 sec. Let me just get some clairvoyancy going
I'm skipping like hey stupid. You wanna get some more
Okay, it's
Adrenachrome?
part 8.
The blood of children who were severely traumatized before they died contains adrenochrome.
Yep, there it is. This woman doing this is brave as hell. I'm surprised she hasn't been suicided.
Adrenochrome is real. It is the ultimate drug. This is what you look like when you take it. And this is when you no longer have access to it. Thanks to President Trump.
That picture of Johnny Depp was during a role which he needed to lose weight, LOL. Bullshit! You're fucking gullible!
Cease your investigations and report!
There was not as much time between these photos as you may think.
Wait, hang on, you fucking nutjob. Look at this post that she's showing on screen right now.
Although many humans find participating in observing sexual congress to be both pleasurable and fulfilling, I sometimes find it challenging to observe the subsequent removal of adrenochrome from the smaller participants, as illustrated in the photograph below.
Damn, well that's proof if anyone ever needed it. This lady should be a fucking detective. The Zuckerberg post is giving me some trouble. There's no way he's actually stupid enough to ever post that. Come the fuck on. In the beginning, we were asked to do our own research, and if you think everything is going to be easy to find, remember they own these platforms.
platforms. Oh, research has determined that the post is indeed fake. What's your point? What research? Where is your proof that this isn't true? She tells you to do your own research, not to take her word. So where's your proof it's not true? Woo, shit, I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All right, here's my response. Damn, I knew J.K. Rowling was getting in trouble for saying crazy shit, but I had no idea it was a 10-part YouTube series that would kill your liver if you turned it into a conspiracy theory drinking game. I'm not even mad at this lady for posting her psychotic rantings on YouTube, because that's what this website is for, but I'm definitely upset with you people who watch more than 5 minutes and were like, yeah, this explains everything. You're the reason.
I'm mad at watch more 5 minutes than him. He pissed me off. He that bull. Subscribe to the channel, though. Let's see what we got right now. Alex Jones. Hope y'all keeping up with me. Let's check some levels, because I'm all over fucking up. I fucked up in the beginning, but let's see how it sound. Alright.
So that first part of the video.
I'm just a fuck up. Nah, I ain't no fuck up. It's a lot going on OBS side of the game. If I show you my OBS screen, you be like, God damn, this motherfucker doing a lot in OBS. Alright. So, what y'all thinking so far? I wonder what's going through your mind of what I'm sharing and what's on the topic. I know a lot of you've heard about Adrenachrome. We kind of just act like it don't exist no more. Epstein Island. Epstein Island, please don't hurt me. Don't come get me. I'm pretty sure that shit probably still up and coming and operating. Alright, so let's go. Back to it.
A controversial new startup company was recently charging $8,000 to fill your veins with the blood of young people.
Culture. The subject of Adrenachrome. 21 years ago, when I was investigating the secretive Bohemian Grove elite cult in Northern California,
Midsummer sets us free.
I became aware of Adrenachrome. In my research.
I mean, let's be totally frank here. I think he was just at a KKK rally. He's like, okay, how's it going here, brothers? I'm just gonna pull up my phone here and take a couple photos for the lads. Just a handful of good old boys burning some crosses. All right, here we go. Wait. Is this some kind of Adrenachrome rally? What's going on here?
I noted that Hunter S. Thompson,
bull fucking dude, fucking Alex Jones, good as shit. God damn.
Had written about it in his book, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. 2 years ago, InfoWars investigative journalist Greg Reese did a 5-minute detailed analysis of Adrenachrome.
Adrenachrome?
Anyone who's even done a cursory review of history knows that human sacrifice and the eating of organs to have a physical effect or get high happened in every ancient culture, in Africa, in Asia, in what is the Middle East today, Europe, Mesoamerica. Every culture during different periods degenerated and established priest class that would actually carry out the orderly human sacrifice of, quote, virgins and children.
I was gonna say, chef's kiss. This is Alex Jones classic. This is the Alex Jones I miss. Not the whole transphobic Alex Jones, not the whole actors.
Flag to the establishment that all of their satanic and dark occult practices are now being exposed. Mainstream media, the Democratic Party.
Why was Pamela Anderson there? What did
This is why we like Trump. Because those of us that was in the know, and that's the woke motherfucker, real woke, not that fake woke, we already was sensing like, yo, Trump is going after these motherfuckers. We seen it like in real time. We seen the body language and the subliminal speeches he was giving, like, and Fauci was on the side like, no, we trying to wipe out, me and Gates trying to wipe out half the planet. Nah, chill out, Trump. Chill.
Pamela Anderson ever do?
Make fun of anyone exposing giant child kidnapping rings that have been exposed. When the Associated Press came out 2 years ago and revealed thousands of Haitian children kidnapped by the UN, sex trafficked, and many of them murdered, the left again covered the story up and made jokes. Humanity is awakening to the secret priesthood that sees us as animals, as lower than animals in many cases.
I say, boy, white boy down here look like he just took a sip of some adrenochrome. Oh, let me back that up. Hey, what you doing? He got that clear adrenochrome.
Awakening to the secret priesthood that sees us as animals, as lower than animals in many cases, who see us as a commodity to be bought, sold, and traded. I want to believe that.
So this is a really classic example because, Alex Jones has been doing this for a while. Tucker Carlson is getting in on this grift as well. Basically, we'll just say it's a form of populism. They're identifying things which are true, right? There's certainly a capitalist class. There's a hierarchy, and there are the ruling class, those who have the majority of power, capital, if you will. That exists. But the twist is it'll often be a little anti-Semitism peppered on top of it. Just a little bit of anti-Semitic crack sprinkled on the entire ordeal, and that's where you get.
But are they Semites? Oh, I'm not even gonna go into that. Not even going into that. Ashkenazis.
The globalists, all the global elite, and we have the Illuminati, and on top of that, and of course there's the George Soros. We have to watch out for that as well.
That Dr. Phil is a good man. On the subject of adrenochrome and ritual Satanism and black Sabbaths that are part of the historical record, I would be more than happy to come on Dr. Phil's show anytime he'd like, and or to give him information, other guests that can give him the facts and the reality. Because this subject isn't going away, it's just getting bigger as humanity awakens. Here is part of the Dr. Phil segment, and then Greg Reese's original from 2 years ago.
My investigation has revealed that this is all linked to a ritual. I believe somebody in an cult was drugging my daughter Jessie because it was a full moon.
I'm gonna skip a little.
That
no copyright strikes.
I looked around at the realized that it was
your
very
daughter.
specific.
Well, your daughter. I mean, it ain't had to be adrenochrome. I mean, what? Could have just been crack, which could have been fucking fentanyl. Shit, where the fucking adrenochrome at? Shit, anything gotta be better than that fentanyl down fucking K&A. Like, goddamn, like straight zombies out there, John. Like, maybe some adrenochrome might wake them the fuck up. Like, goddamn.
It's just strength that gives you vitality. And the people that killed Jesse are and
probably
pop culture in Adrenachrome first hit pop culture in 1971 when
They got the Halloween soundtrack in the background.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's John Carpenter in the background.
Gonzo journalist Hunter S. Thompson wrote about it in his book,
I'm
Fear
surprised
and
this channel
Loathing
didn't
in
get
Las
strike.
Vegas. He wrote that his lawyer...
Oh, it's close. It's close. It's basically, I think it's a copyright cleared version.
Oscar Acosta was defending a Satanist who was charged with molesting a child.
Oh my God.
The Satanist client paid his lawyer with adrenochrome.
What?
And claimed the only source was the adrenaline glands from a living human body. If you search Google for adrenochrome, the Google-supported result is from the Conspiracy Wiki, which suggests that it is all merely fantasy.
What?
But just to the right...
Oh, shit.
That's a
Case
lie.
closed.
It's a case closed.
You will find that adrenochrome is real. According to scientific research, adrenochrome is formed by the oxidation of its precursor, adrenaline. Adrenaline is the active hormone from the adrenal medulla, otherwise known as epinephrine. EpiPens are auto-injectors that contain synthetic adrenaline.
What?
Developed by the U.S. military to protect soldiers in the event of chemical warfare.
My God.
EpiPens are used to treat extreme allergic reactions.
How are they tying this all together? EpiPens? Now EpiPens are a part of it?
Well, duh, dummy. Was he?
When you have persistent diarrhea. They're gonna...
What does he don't get though? Because like that was interesting watching all those war movies where they inject some shit in their leg. What fuck is that shit called? Morphine and shit. But I don't see how he ain't tying it. Well, he obviously a skeptic, because they say adrenaline is for the most part epinephrine, but you know they synthesizing, or maybe they're getting it from people y'all donating blood, your bodies, people coming up missing. But anyway, so that's that shit the military was using, or was they using morphine? I gotta look it up. I gotta ask my uncle about shit like this.
I'm gonna tie that into it too.
Well, as your ass exploding, then you're probably going to need a fresh adrenaline shot. And that's how the globalists get you. You know, all these cannibalistic, liberal, glutophile, pedophiles, they all have diarrhea. They're all just spewing juice. And then every single one of them needs a little fresh adrenaline to cure it.
With diarrhea.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Diarrhea.
EpiPens only have a shelf life of about 18 months. According to the manufacturer, after 18 months, the oxidation process begins, and the EpiPens are turned into adrenochrome.
Let me order a couple of them.
Interestingly, both companies that manufacture the EpiPen, Mylan and Kaleo, are connected to the Clinton Foundation.
So they don't want you to take it after it was 18 months. We gotta look back. Let me go back. So after a certain months, it turns. I mean, I'm going on Amazon real quick, see if you can order them. John, you probably gotta get a prescription to get that. If it's secretly got that shit in it that can evolve and get oxidated. All right, let's go.
After 18 months, the oxidation process begins, and the EpiPens are turned into adrenochrome.
Oh, give me that.
Interestingly,
get hooked on that
both
shit.
companies
Like,
that manufacture the EpiPen, Mylan and Kaleo, are connected to the Clinton Foundation.
Ooh.
Ambrosia, a controversial new startup company, was recently charging $8,000 to fill your veins with the blood of young people.
Whoa.
Founder and CEO, Dr. Jesse Karmazin, who claims it will give you superhuman powers, has recently ceased patient treatment.
Child's blood? Superhuman powers? Poggies?
X-Men due to a recent FDA warning. In Greek mythology, ambrosia means immortality and was the food of the gods that gave longevity or immortality to whoever consumed it. It is believed by many researchers to represent the blood of the young.
How much do y'all want to bet that this whole thing is going to parlay into an InfoWars commercial? Like, I can already see it. They're going to have some product that will prevent you from having your adrenaline gland stolen, or something to that effect.
But he's still on point.
The cosmetic industry has been using aborted fetal tissues in various anti-aging skincare products. The taboo culture of consuming the young seems to go back through all
Save your placenta, mothers.
Of human history.
The taboo culture of consuming the young. Yes, yes. I mean, there was a time when we as a society,
What's that phrase where America eats its own babies? Something like. Well, I'm gonna look that phrase up.
decided that no more. We'll stop eating babies, and then everything's been okay since. So now it's taboo.
But now, it seems to be coming out into the open.
Skull Gang.
Democrats are pushing for full-term abortions.
The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mothers.
How far is this going to go before humanity has enough? For newswars.com, this is Greg Reese.
Oh man. Stranger Things.
Hey.
Oh,
copyright
so
strike time.
Stranger InfoWars thing.
Tomorrow's news today.
What has the music for?
The time for inaction is over. The globalists are making their move again.
All right. Enough of him. Let's play this. Pretty sure they're going to strike me for this. YouTube, don't strike me down.
What kind of hotel room 1600, please? As your attorney, I advise you to take a hit out of the little brown bottle in my shaving kit. You won't need much. Just a tiny taste.
Ah, there it is. Johnny Depp? Yeah.
What is this shit? That stuff makes pure mescaline seem like ginger beer, man.
Mescaline, that's another word.
Adrenachrome.
Adrenachrome?
We gotta look up all this shit. We gotta look up all this shit. Mescaline. What was the other word Bull said on the other video? Look up all this shit.
Hello. Hi, Lucy. God bless. Yeah, it's me. What? Hell no. I taught the bastard a lesson he'll never forget. I left him out there.
What is going on? And what is that?
Can't judge a book by its cover. Some people are just basically rotten.
Let me tell you something. YouTube definitely gonna strike this part down because they gonna be trying to make me remove it. Oh, your video on private. Until I end up deleting this out. So you catching it loud, it's the only time you're gonna see it. But they had some other parts in other videos, so look for yourself. What is it? Fear and Loathsome in Las Vegas? Johnny Depp, I gotta look into all this shit. It's gonna be a part 2 and a 3. Wow.
Anyway, the last thing in the world you want to do is go to this hotel again. They'll trace the call and put you straight behind bars.
What is that?
No, I'm moving to the Tropicana right away.
What is that?
You know what it is, and
Johnny Depp, that bull. Acting game off the charts.
I gotta get off. Probably have this phone tapped, baby. Yeah, I know, it was horrible, but it's all over now.
Fuck is it? LSD? Nigga about to morph. Damn. So we back with it. It's reading time. Just give you a little bit on adrenaline. You can see the chemical makeup structure right here. Adrenaline. Ed. So I guess you gotta pronounce it. No A-E. Adrenaline. Adrenaline. Ellen. Ooh. Let me stop. 1. A hormone secreted by the adrenaline glands, especially if conditions of stress, increasing rate of blood circulation, breathing and carbohydrate metabolism, and preparing muscles for exertion. Performing live really gets your adrenaline going. It's like example. There's something going on with your brain is releasing at the time of pressure and stress and heightened activities and mental tasks. I don't know what it is, but in the physical, as far as the spiritual level, it just does some. I can't explain it right now. I'm gonna go into on the second video so much deeper on what's going on. So let's see what we got here.
Epinephrine, or more commonly known as adrenaline, is a hormone associated with the fight or flight response. Upon release, it sends every organ and muscle involved in motor movement and metabolism into a peak physical response. In an adrenaline release, people have been known to withstand injuries that would stop most people and exceed strength levels of a physically fit human. Let's see why all this happens on a biochemical level. But first, has this ever happened to you?
Excuse me. Oui. Do you know where the Louvre is? Ah, Louvre, oui. Parlez-vous français?
Whatever you do, don't say you speak French.
Oui.
No! And I have no idea what he's saying. Just nod your head and smile awkwardly. I really wish I paid attention in 6th grade French. Thankfully, through Babbel, this doesn't have to happen to you. Babbel is the #1 lingua, located at the center of your adrenal practice whenever you have a few minutes throughout the link in the description. And adrenaline is produced in the medulla, located at the center of your adrenal glands, which sit on top of your kidneys. Adrenaline is released when the central nervous system goes into threat response mode. Your central nervous system, that is your brain and spinal cord, operates in 2 different states. the parasympathetic state and the sympathetic state. The parasympathetic state controls your normal daily functions, or simply rest and digest, like keeping your heart beating, respiration going, digestion, the boring day-to-day stuff. Right now, watching this video, your nervous system is in the parasympathetic state, unless you perceive this video as a threat, which is kinda weird. Is it my voice? In contrast, the sympathetic nervous system controls your fight or flight response, which initiates release of adrenaline, rerouting all resources to the heart, brain, and muscles, sending your body from this
Somebody else can finish it off, do the rest of it.
To this. The whole process starts in the brain, specifically in the amygdala and the hypothalamus. The amygdala controls responses to fear, distress, and anger, whereas the hypothalamus controls your body's homeostasis, like body temperature, breathing, heart rate, the boring stuff. The amygdala and hypothalamus respond to threats before you're able to process it. This is why you instinctively jump out of the way of a moving car. There's no thought to it, you just do it. When the amygdala perceives a threat, it alerts the hypothalamus, which then signals the sympathetic nervous system to turn on.
What I think about this sometimes is like, sometimes when you're in like a what do they call it? In not a natural state, in like I can't even think of the name, because when I'm on the roof, I'm always thinking about that, like this, like you're in a damn, I can't think of the name. It's like not a cruise control, but like it's like you're automatically just in your best state, not even thinking about it. Like, cause sometimes I'll be thinking about deep shit, thinking about a lot of shit when I'm on top of roofs, but I'm the sharpest when I'm not paying attention. Like it just takes over. Like, so when the amygdala, whatever they call that shit, kicks in, amygdala, when it kicks in, it seems like it just takes over your body. So my initially thought it was like not even you that takes over. Like, it's something else. It's like some God level, like shit that kicks in, and it all ties in with the release of like those hormones and adrenalines at that point. So let's go.
The first thing that happens is not release of adrenaline. Instead, the hypothalamus increases your breathing, which then signals your heart rate to increase. This is to get your circulation moving very fast, so when adrenaline is released, it gets delivered much faster. If adrenaline was released before the heart rate increased, there would be a delay between its release and its effect on your organs, and it would just be floating in your bloodstream like, hey, there's a bear coming, you better run. Once heart rate is up, the sympathetic nervous system via splanchnic nerves stimulates the adrenal gland to release about 500 nanograms, or less than half a milligram of adrenaline, into the blood. The adrenal gland receives blood from 3 different arteries, allowing it to distribute adrenaline quickly and efficiently. This is where things get wild. Once in the blood,
I guess I was trying to say autopilot. I guess you could say autopilot when your body goes in autopilot, but it's almost like it's the most evolved state when it's in this autopilot mode. Because just think about, like, if a bear was attacking you, or some danger, or a dog was attacking you, it's like you was like time slowed down, you were like perceiving things different, and it's like you remember things in the moment. You don't remember really doing it, but you just remember it, like I hopped that gate or whatever, like shit. Like, you just remember that shit. Like,
adrenaline binds to 2 types of receptors, called alpha and beta adrenergic receptors. Nearly every cell type in your body has these receptors, which is why adrenaline affects the entire body. When adrenaline binds to these receptors, it initiates an emergency response in different cell types, thereby changing the function of the organs that the cells make up. Both the alpha and beta receptors have different effects on organs when adrenaline binds to them. For example, when adrenaline binds to the alpha adrenergic receptors on blood vessel cells and muscle cells, blood flow and metabolism change. Blood vessels in the peripheral circulation will constrict, which reduces blood flow to areas that do not contribute to the fight or flight response, such as smooth muscle in your intestines. Instead, blood is diverted to the brain, heart, and muscles. Insulin is halted from being released in the pancreas to keep your blood sugar levels elevated from muscles to use for energy production. Glycogenolysis, which is the conversion of glycogen stores into glucose, is also ramped up in the liver and muscles to further convert carbohydrate stores into energy. Basically, when adrenaline binds to alpha receptors, the brain, liver, heart, and muscles get all the blood and fuel sent to them. When adrenaline binds to beta receptors, it causes maximum blood flow and maximum cardiac output. For blood flow, blood vessels in the heart, muscles, brain, and lungs dilate, maximizing their blood and oxygen intake. In cardiac output, the heart is signaled to beat faster and contract harder, which is why your chest is pounding during an adrenaline rush. Additional effects adrenaline has on the body are thickening of saliva, pupil dilation, reduced auditory senses, tunnel vision, and enhanced long-term memory. People have stated under an adrenaline rush that time slowed down, and a situation that was just a few minutes felt like a whole hour. This is because your brain is processing so much information per second that it feels like time.
Told you, it's like time is different for your perception of time. Like, maybe does time really exist? Like, could time really possibly be going in slow motion if we wanted to perceive it that way? Like, it's just a lot of deep shit I think about when I like go into deep on these subjects. Like adrenaline, like it seems like it slows down time also. Like whatever is going on, your perception of time is different. Remember those stories of when you was in danger, you almost crashed, you crashed your car or swerved, you almost got hit by a car, you was in a fight. Just remember the memories of it. Like it felt slowed down, like you kind of like perceived it different.
Time is actually slower. The analogy is similar to looking out the window of a slow-moving car versus a fast-moving car. When the car is moving slower, you're able to recognize more detail, whereas in a fast-moving car, you're able to recognize less information. Your brain on adrenaline is traveling in a fast-moving car, but recognizing details at the efficiency of a slow-moving car. Adrenaline is the closest thing humans have to a superpower. Speaking of superpowers, under high adrenaline response, humans have been documented to lift weights well above normal human standards, known as hysterical strength. This isn't surprising though.
That's what I was saying. Told you, like y'all know my thoughts, but what I'm saying is, it's almost like if you can kind of like mentally just activate it whenever you want to, like it's like some next level shit.
As the muscles are getting nearly all the blood, glucose, and oxygen they can handle. For example, in 2012 in Glen Allen, Virginia, 22-year-old Lauren Kornecki lifted her father's BMW.
Why you got on the Birkenstocks though? God damn, crushed in the Birkenstocks.
When it fell off the jack stands, pinning him under it. In 2019, 16-year-old football player Zachary Clark lifted a 3,000-pound car off his neighbor when it fell off the jack stands while doing work on the car. However, adrenaline is not only used during the fight-or-flight response. During late stages of intense exercise, adrenaline has been found in large amounts in the blood. This is likely an evolutionary mechanism, as a last-ditch effort to help us flee from predators when nearing physical exhaustion. Despite adrenaline being a useful defense mechanism from evolution, it does have some serious negative effects on our body in modern society. Recall that one of the effects of adrenaline is enhanced long-term memory, specifically from the hippocampus. This is a feature that likely helped us to recognize patterns of what tried to kill us and hold on to that memory. Then, when a stimulus occurs that's similar to the past experience, our memory goes into overdrive and lets us know that it's happening again. Patterns that could jog our memory could be colors, shapes, smells, and sounds. This was really...
It makes me think about like post-traumatic stress disorder. Them soldiers, when they come back, it's just so imprinted into their brain that like
greatest cavemen when we were being chased by predators. Now, fast forward 2 million years in the future, and this memory recall from an adrenaline rush becomes post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. Yep. It's one thing to have PTSD in the wild to keep you alive, but now we live in safe, predictable environments, and yet can be triggered by a sound or smell that puts us into an aggressive survival mode, which is less likely to be needed. A study was done to observe whether adrenaline had positive, negative, or neutral effects on people. An experiment was performed where subjects were injected with adrenaline and then shown scenes from films that induced fear, anger, and humor. and then compared results to a group that was not given adrenaline. Results revealed that the group that was given adrenaline showed strong negative emotions compared to the non-adrenaline group, regardless of the stimuli, whether it induced fear, anger, or humor. Overall, adrenaline is still a beneficial adaptation that can help us to fight or flee from danger, use immense strength, or remember dangerous encounters.
Interesting. I told you, I'll be coming with the shit, man. This shit is so much to unpack. I usually have these shits lined up, and I didn't even see what them have lined up, so I'm playing it, watching it with y'all. So, makes me like, damn, I'm gonna have to maybe do a part 2, maybe a part 3 to adrenaline, because it's some just to make. I keep thinking about mescaline and schizophrenia, and what they said, the down effects of it. Also, like, if it's a lot of adrenaline pumping in certain situations, you end up with a negative or fear reaction, because you're in that fight or flight phase or stage of your body. So whatever emotion or good or bad thing that's happening may get imprinted a little bit more seriously. I guess the best way you can describe it is it's no joke, nigga. Like hear a sound, you be like, what, nigga? Ain't no joke, nigga. All right. So let's get on PowerPoint. Let's bring y'all back. So where we at? What we learning so far? Something deep in adrenaline that we need to kind of scientifically, and even amongst the community of the ascended masses, start studying and understand how can we trigger it manually, the release of adrenaline. How can we trigger our body to go into that alpha amygdala, whatever they call it, brain state, kind of even to reach evolution, a stronger version of ourselves, more of a X-Men, like you said. Adrenaline is the closest thing we have to being a superpower, and I kind of feel it too, especially when I manually activate it, because I feel like I can just manually activate it now, any moment. Like right now, if I just think a thought, I just feel like this wave just shoot through my body of adrenaline. So Amazon, get ready, because I might hit you up for that fucking EpiPen. I mean, you need to let that shit age and see what the fuck going on, like, because I may need to take a couple shots of that. I mean, see what's popping. I mean, EpiPen, please don't hurt me. Adrenachrome, please don't hurt me.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? We gotta get this shit popping, for real.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But we gonna we knock this video out.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Let's get ready for the next one.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Please don't.